Hello everyone, welcome in economics class. Hope you all are staying healthy. Today we will do IS and LM model approach. This lecture is very important for commerce and economics candidate, and this is also very useful for JRF and UGC Net candidates. So let's start. Today we will do introduction of IS and LM model, and we will do in this first part IS curve and its derivation, and in coming session I will represent ILM curve and its derivation in my second part. So let's start. This model is given by John Hicks in 1936. ISLM model is given by John Hicks in 1936. IS. So, what IS represent? I represent investment and S represent a saving. So, this model, ISLM model divided into two parts. First part include IS and the second part include LM. What is IS? I is equal to investment, S is equal to saving. And in second part, L and M. L shows liquidity or money demand and M describe about money supply. So, IS that shows investment and saving tell us about the equilibrium in goods product market, and LM that shows liquidity or money demand and money supply, and it's describe about equilibrium in money market. So both IS and LM that shows general equilibrium and together tell us about the interaction with goods market and money market, and also described how these two markets are depend on each other. So let's start. IS curve and its derivation. I will give you introduction of what is IS curve and how it derive with the help of diagram. IS curve represent various combination of income and interest rate which tell us about equilibrium in goods market. Listen carefully. IS curve represent various combination of income and interest rate which tell us about equilibrium in goods market. So, goods market is in equilibrium when aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. Goods market is in equilibrium when aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. So I will make you understand how derive this IS curve with the help of these two diagrams. This is diagram A and this is diagram B. They both are connected with each other. So in first diagram, what is this? This is y-axis, this is x-axis. On y-axis I have aggregate demand and aggregate supply. On an x-axis I have income. So this curve show about AS, that is aggregate supply, that is equal to Y. Y is equal to national income is equal to C plus S, that is equal to consumption plus saving. Okay, and if I talk about this curve, this is show about aggregate demand, that is equal to C plus I, consumption expenditure plus investment. So in diagram A, E is our initial equilibrium point where aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. That means good market is in equilibrium where aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. That means saving is equal to investment, because aggregate demand is equal to, what is equal to? Consumption plus investment. Okay, aggregate demand, and aggregate supply is equal to, where aggregate supply is equal to C plus S, that is equal to saving plus consumption. Okay, so if I talk about diagram B, where on y-axis I have interest rate, on x-axis I have income. Firstly, OR interest rate and OY income. Here equilibrium point is A, income is OY, because both are interconnected, both diagrams are interconnected with each other. Now the suppose interest rate fall from OR to OR1. Now the interest rate fall from OR to OR1. So interest rate fall. Now what will happen? The investment increase. That means aggregate demand will also increase. So our aggregate demand shift forward. Aggregate demand shift forward from AD to AD1. Now our new consumption C1 plus new investment I1. Okay, it's shift now forward from AD to AD1. AD demand increase. So AD, what is AD? AD is aggregate demand. That increase, our income also increase. That's why our income increase from OY to OY1. Now our new equilibrium point is E1. Okay, new equilibrium point is E1. Our interest rate falls. So in diagram B, new equilibrium point is B. So here interconnected with each other. So income is OY1. Okay, now the suppose again interest rate fall from OR1 to OR2, then our investment again increase, that raised to aggregate demand. Now the aggregate demand shift forward. Now the aggregate demand again shift forward, firstly from AD to AD1, now from AD1 to AD2. Now new our consumption and investment is equal to C2 plus I2. Okay, now our new equilibrium point is from E to E1, now E2. Here interest rate fall from OR1 to OR2, now the new equilibrium point C. Okay, and this way we have a three equilibrium point A, B, C. If we interconnect these 3 points, these 3 equilibrium point A, B, C, join all the point, then what will happen? We will get IS curve. That tells us various combination of interest and income to explain equilibrium in a goods market. Hope you understood. Thank you.